Jessii Vee, and today we're going to be talking about snow angels, which is why I decided to wear a very snowy looking top. It's so warm, so fluffy. I feel like at some point in all of our lives, even you watching, we've all made a snow angel. They look really pretty, but they're kind of cold to make. And there's actually a lot of creepy true stories about them and also some creepy pastas about them. Like, you'd never think a literal imprint in the snow would have scariness associated. But what are we learning about this world, guys? Everything does. Before I get started, this is the last video and reminder you'll see about this backdrop behind me. If you would like to win it, all you have to do is be subscribed to this channel, so my Jessii Vee channel, turn on your notification bell, and then head over to my Instagram called Jessii Vee. Go and follow me there, and I'll be choosing someone who is just very interactive over on that platform. So in my next video, you'll see who won. Alright, so without further ado, let's talk about snow angels. A snow angel is a design made in fresh snow by lying on one's back and moving one's arms up and down and one's legs from side to side to form the shape of an angel wearing a gown. Making a snow angel is obviously a very common childhood activity. I remember I used to always do this as a kid after we had like a giant snowstorm, but the one thing I hated about it is that whenever I did it, snow would go down the back of my jacket onto like my exposed skin, and it was freezing. Now, there's actually a Guinness World Record for the most snow angels ever made. This occurred on March 28th of 2007. People in North Dakota made 8,962 snow angels in a day in the same area. That is so many. And some birds, such as pheasants, leave on the snow a figure similar to a snow angel. And Weddell seals often leave outlines of themselves, and these are called seal shadows. So a lot of animals actually leave interesting imprints in the snow as well. Now, before we continue on to the creepy stories, can we just talk about faces in the snow? This is what it looks like when people literally stick their faces into the snow. And the amount of eerie pictures that I've seen of people doing this. Imagine like going out for a beautiful winter walk and you see this beside you. Now, I kind of want to try it, but it just looks so freezing. Like, you gotta be brave to do this. So if I decide to do it, you'll definitely see it over on my vlog channel. We'll see. We'll see. All right, so our first creepy story is actually said to be a true one, so get ready. This one is called Snow Angel Graveyard. There was a true story about a graveyard groundskeeper that encountered something incredibly creepy during a night shift one day. Now, the graveyard he worked at was very old. There were gravestones from the 1700s that barely had any writing on them anymore. And there was this one particular section of the graveyard that was only for kids. So it was a bunch of kids' gravestones that ranged from ages 1 to like 8 years old. So it was a particularly sad section of the graveyard, obviously. He said that whenever he was cleaning and maintaining that area, he felt this intense sorrow come over him. And he always felt like he was being watched by something unseen. Well, one evening after a huge snowstorm, he arrived at the graveyard to wipe the snow and ice off of all the stones. And when he arrived at the section where all the children were buried, he stopped in his tracks to see these little snow angels all over the place. There were about 20 of them, the sizes of a little kid, maybe like 3 or 4 feet tall. And his first thought was that maybe the neighborhood kids had snuck into the graveyard to mess around and to play around. But that's when he noticed that there was no footprints anywhere in the snow, only snow angels. Which is super creepy because obviously when you make a snow angel, you have to walk up to the place, then do the snow angel, and then walk away. So there's always footprints, but not in this area, so that's pretty creepy. I actually could believe this story to be true. That would be so scary. Next, we have a creepypasta called the Snow Shadow. So usually whenever you see a snow angel, it brings you happiness because they're pretty to look at and they're also fun to make. But what if I told you that humans weren't the only ones who made them? Now, like we spoke about, we know that some animals make them in their own way. But what if there was a much darker creature out there that lurked around on snowy days, leaving behind hints of where it's been? There's a legend about a creature called the Snow Shadow, and it only ever comes out to eat after a snowstorm. The thing is, no one has ever visibly seen it. They've only ever seen its imprint in the snow. You'll know it's close when you discover a snow angel with abnormally long arms and legs, limbs that humans would never have. It's apparently over 8 feet tall, with large hands as its feet. So if you go outside and you see like handprints in the snow, and then this 8-foot snow angel, you need to get away. Legend states that anyone who has found an abnormally tall snow angel near their house has never been seen again. No traces of these people are left behind. So if you ever see a snow angel that you're unsure could be human, it's best to get away as fast as possible. That is so eerie, especially if you live in like a really busy neighborhood. I used to see snow angels all the time, all over the place. All right, next I wanted to talk about the snow woman, and her name is actually Yuki Onna. I hope I'm saying her name right. The legend of Yuki Onna first appeared in the 1300s in Japan, and she is said to be the most stunning and beautiful girl one has ever seen. The legend says she has pale skin and dark hair that she moves around by gliding in the snow. She appears mostly during blizzards and finds lost travelers who quickly become her victim. So apparently, if she finds someone wandering around lost in the snow, she uses her breath to freeze them completely until they die. Some stories claim that she uses a baby to lure her victim by asking for help in the storm. And when the human touches the baby, they get completely frozen. It says that apparently her evil eyes are the only thing that will give away her malicious intent, because she's such a beautiful woman that people are usually fooled by her. But they say that if you look directly into her eyes, you'll be able to tell she's evil and to get away as fast as you can. There's actually so many snow monsters and snow evil creatures out there that I want to do a whole video on those. I have talked about a few of them in the past, but there are so many. And you guys know how much I like Yetis. They're so cute. And we have literally Yeti plushies on the website. If you guys are interested, I've linked them down below. I actually have one right beside me right now. Hold on. Look at them. These are gonna be my winter buddies all winter long. Look, they're waving at you. Look at them. I always try and have like the weirdest, like most interesting plushies available on the website, so if you want to get your hands on them, they don't bite, I promise. And before I get going, I just want to mention, because I was doing research on like snow and monsters and snow angels, I came across this really creepy video that I remember came out in like probably 2011 or something. Do you guys remember that video that came out of that little girl levitating in that snowy forest? It was supposed to be like a real video of paranormal activity that was caught on camera by like this random dog walker. He stumbles upon a clearing where a ghostly girl dressed in a red coat appears to be flying above a man's head while her companion stares up into the sky in amazement. And then I think they sense the cameraman there, so she comes down from the sky and they run away. It's such a bizarre video, but I remember it was going viral because it looked so real and people were trying to prove it was fake, but it was like hard to. I don't know. That was like OG YouTube, right? If I saw a girl levitating in the woods, I would not be recording it. I'd be running away screaming. Anyways, so guys, those are all the creepy things associated with like snow angels and some stuff about snow. If you have any other interesting facts, definitely comment them down below. And if you would like a Yeti, I've linked that down below as well. But I hope you guys have an awesome rest of your day. The next time I see you, I will have a new backdrop behind me. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video and I will see you very soon. Bye!